So I was pondering, what's in a name? Jesus today in the gospel, he's saying his identity is I am. He didn't say before Abraham came to be, I was. I've been around that long. He says, I am. And of course we know that's the name that God gave himself on Mount Sinai to Moses and for his people. I am. And then we hear in the first reading today about the call of Abram. You shall no longer be called Abram, you shall be called Abraham. I am making you the father of a host of nations. He's changing his name, saying, here is your identity. Here is who you are. And of course, we look and we call our names mean something. Here's a name, Volney. Yeah, who's ever heard the name Volney before? I've never met another living Volney except my grandfather, who died when I was 5. I was out in seminary and I was helping a friend of mine sing at one of the local churches, and they were reading the people who died that last week, and one of the name was Volney, and I was like, just missed him. But what does that mean? Spirit of the people. And my middle name, John. And, so I try to associate with the beloved disciple resting on the heart of Christ. This name means something. But more important than just the word, the name, but the identity with which we identify. What God has given to us. And too often, we identify with lies. Abraham, number 1, he committed adultery with Hagar. Number 2, he was a liar. He lied to kings about, his wife being his wife, said she was his sister and all these things. But is that the identity God gave him? No, he doesn't say, I shall now call you liar. No. The identity God has for him is the greatness he has in store, the plan he has for him, not his brokenness. As St. John Paul II said, we are not the sum of our brokenness, our sinfulness, but rather we are the sum of the Father's love for us. That is our identity. In baptism, God called you by name. That's one of the important things, like at the very beginning of the baptismal rite, we say, what name have you given your child? That name by which you'll be known for all eternity. God calling us by name, saying, you belong to me. Too often, though, we identify with our sinfulness, our brokenness. Yesterday in the gospel we heard Jesus say, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Too often we listen to the lies about our identity. I'm stupid, I'm ugly, I'm a failure, I'll never amount to anything. And they go on and on and on. You know what goes through your head when you're not the best version of yourself. You know the names that you call yourself, and those are all lies. What is the truth? The truth is, you are a beloved daughter, beloved son of the Father. You are royalty. God looks to you and says, you are my beloved, my son, my daughter. I delight in you. I delight in you. God doesn't just put up with you. God delights in you. And if you're right now thinking about all the excuses of why God shouldn't delight in you, remember those times when you have held a child, a grandchild, maybe somebody else's child, holding in your arms this baby. The only thing they can do for you is poop and spit up on you. And yet, the delight that we have in this small child, how much more does God delight in you, in me? Calls us by name. Says, you are my daughter, my son, beloved, and I delight in you. Those lies that we have going through our head, I'm not enough. I'll never be able to do anything good. I'm a failure. I'm ugly. I'm sinful. Whatever it may be, I'm broken goods. When we identify ourselves with our own sin or the sin of others that have put on us, when we identify ourselves with our weakness and our brokenness, that's a lie. God says to us, you will know the truth. The truth will make you free. God has called us by name. May we allow the truth of who we are, beloved, delight, not forsaken, but embraced, loved, precious. When we allow that truth to overcome the lies, and maybe sometimes we have to actually speak it out loud when those lies are shouting in our mind. No, I am God's daughter. I am God's son. I'm beloved to him. I am a delight. We might have to speak it out loud because those lies can be very loud in our head. If we allow the truth to speak instead of the lie, then we'll be set free.